Actually building the studio, moving things around, preparing, taking a little bit of vacation because I really needed a break after doing 249 episodes. And of course a template for every single episode that is available on our site wemake-music.com or wmdm.io. So guys, I'm building this new studio now. You're gonna see it's bare. I'm gonna do a tour a little bit later, but I finally get lights. I want to make things a bit more professional so you can hear me well. And like I said, I'm gonna build the studio, add some speakers, things, you know, like Pro Studio, like I had many of those studios, but this one is, I will not call it my final destination, but this one will surely be the one that I'll be in for a couple of years to make those videos for you guys. So today, I thought we'll make something, again, new. I want to talk about one of the fundamentals of synthesis. I'm gonna talk about ADSR, which is attack, decay, sustain, release. I had to mess it up, okay, we'll do it again. Attack, decay, sustain, release. So basically, this is how you make synthesis. This is one of the basic parameters. So you take a sound, you pick on the scale, and you apply this filter to the sound on what we call subtractive synthesis. So I'm going to use ADSR to make a bit of a techno piece. I have a drum beat put up already there. So I'm going to start building with a synth that is very familiar to me, which we can actually see the amplifier envelope and the filter envelope. So you guys gonna learn really what is ADSR, what is attack, decay, sustain, release, which are very helpful. And I'm gonna play a little bit of an intro with the filter ADSR, so you guys gonna understand to make like a certain type of bass, which are I think good for techno and melodic techno. So this is basic, this is very important. You can start from there and develop and do many things. And of course guys, you have to check our site wemake-music.com. We have over 500 producers who upload templates, sounds, acapellas. We have unique covers of tracks if you perform. We have a lot of stuff. It's very innovative, let's say it, compared to other sites who just sell samples. So check it out guys, wemake-music.com, and let's get started on our ADSR tutorial. I call it a tutorial, but it's really, it's a live tutorial, it's a jam. Just having fun, you know, making music with you guys. And of course, I'm gonna make a template that's gonna go with this episode. So let's have a listen. So this is our beat. And because I would just want to do some example. So I have like a simple sawtooth bass. Very simple, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to record like a really simple bass. So you're going to be able to hear very quickly that like simple pattern with a good ADSR in there make all of the difference. I'm going to do this, I'm going to quantize it, put it in beat here. So I'm going to put them about the same length, so we can play with the ADSR to really, okay, so I'll bring it a bit longer. I don't know how deep I'm gonna go into the ADSR today, guys. It depends on the time. I don't want to make those episodes too long, so maybe I'll keep it to an intro, and I'm gonna go more in depth in the filter of the ADSR a little bit later, or just a filter really. So now with simple signal, I'm gonna drop it. Not even sidechain, nothing. So first we have the filter envelope here. So attack here. So if I would like my signal to take a little bit more time before it hit the peak, I can go this. So you have a delay 880 milliseconds. I can actually put it here. I thought I could. No, I could just play with the second. I thought I could put it to the time too. So if we would just open the filter, we're gonna hear a bit better. If I want it to be very short. So, and I really want to make it. So here it is. So this is a very simple signal, 110 milliseconds long, and it's only a peak. There's just a spike. If we opening it, a little bit more. And because I do not have any sustain, of course it stays there. If we bring the sustain up, and then we put some release, you can cut it. So we can control the time. So you do the total of these will meet the total of the sound itself. 2700 milliseconds plus 290, so it's almost 3 seconds. And again, of course, you can do this here. So if you want to do a pluck, you're better off do something like this. And if you want to do a pluck that has a bit more attitude or character, I would say, you do this, and then the first bit will be spiky. Oh, just a little bit. Or you can also do like a brassy sound by opening the filter a bit slower. And then cut it here. Or extend it. So you do like a wave. So you can see that this is a very basic synth. It's very simple. But this is what you can do with just a basic ADSR pattern. So let's build the track a little bit using dose per meter. I like this little like delay on the attack of the filter. Attack of the filter 410 milliseconds. We have a bit of decay at 240, so we get half a second ish for the signal to go back to the return point. And if we wanted to, we could also play with the amp. Ooh, I like that. So 0, a bit boring. With this, definitely take a little bit of time before the peaks come in. Very interesting. I'm gonna check if I cut the filter a little bit. I'm actually quite low. I'm gonna go a little bit more to synthesis guy. I think I will go more in the shape. So now what I am doing is I'm changing the shape of the oscillator that is going into the filter envelope. I said I'm not gonna go too much in depth. Anyway, that's enough, I think. Starting from something super basic, now we have like a nice chuggy bass line. And since we're doing techno, what I like to do with my techno track is use a single key here. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna just bring it up 2 octaves. Up. Change the sound, of course. I'm gonna go like into something like a brass, like a synth brass, something very basic and simple, and drop it. I'm gonna take the pattern and do it as an insert to the bass. So I'm gonna move it to the right here. I think I went actually a little bit too high. I'm going down an octave. So again, we're gonna work with some ADSR to make this a little bit more interesting. I think I would cut the filter. Oh, I'm gonna have to bring a bit more length to that. I would like it to be a bit more creamy. There's a bit of a MIDI issue here. Let's see if I do a sync here. So I'm trying to make it fit, of course, with the other sound. I think I'm going to continue with this. So we have a very simple pattern. I'm going to do another pattern here. I'm just gonna do, I think, just a simple pad. That's gonna take a lot of time to open. So we're gonna play again with ADSR to create another part of the track. This is gonna be more like a pad, and more like a pad bass something. So I'm gonna go into retro synth again. Gonna go into pads. Just something basic. I think they added some presets to this. I haven't used it for a while, and I think now. Not so keen on those pads, really. Just to chill. Of course, it's on basics, there's no effect or anything like that. So I want the filter envelope of this pad to take like a long time before it gets to. I'm not sure what. So I'm using again filter envelope here. I'm gonna put the attack to the maximum here because I want the amplitude to be. The question is, do I have 10 seconds here? No, I don't really have 10 seconds. So I don't have enough room for the whole ADSR to play. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join those two. I'm gonna extend my signal here. And while I'm at it, I'm also gonna create a little chord. I think my filter that's a bit better because now I'm actually using the attack of the filter here. I can cut it super strict, like at 10 seconds it will drop, or I can extend it. So we're gonna, so it's gonna wave, open until it reaches the slope of the decay here at 19. And then of course it depends on the filter, so I think I will change the filter to something a bit more creamy. So you can see it open and then it closed. Now it's gonna reopen again because it's been triggered by the notes. A bit of some geeky stuff, guys, you know, that's fun sometimes to go in depth into a track like this. I think I will add, you know, to do a bit more synthesis, I would do probably some LFO here. Shape modulation, something like here. I'm gonna synth. So what I'm doing is 16, I think what I've done now is I send some of the filter signal to the LFO with a minimal input, because if I go full, it would just completely cut the signal, but I want it to be mixed a little bit, so just have a little bit. You can hear it at first. And then because the filter is opening, you will hear it less and less, of course, and then it will go back down. I think I went a bit geeky, guys, sorry. I just love making music with synthesizers, so this is what's happening with me. I start simple, I go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's definitely worthy of a track, and I'm thinking what else could I put in there? I think a nice synth melody could be great on top of that, so I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna pick up like a simple lead side. It's very dry, as you see. This is how you make music to start. I'm gonna record a little something. It's been a while, guys, over a month. Something very basic like this, and then let's play with the ADSR just again and make something out of this. Check what I have. Quantize it. Oh, a little bit off here. Oh. So now we have different length of notes. Not super exciting to start with, but if we do a filter envelope, so only this note at the end will really get the full effect. I'm gonna do a quick So I'm doing again some LFO sen, however you can hear it mainly when the filter is opening completely on this note there. So alright guys, I'm going to spend some more time into this track. ADSR is the theme of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoy. I know I went a bit geeky, as I usually do, without telling you guys, but guys, it's always rich in content, and until next time, may the sound